PUBG versus CODM, the argument that has lasted us years. So let's go through different things that have been argued throughout the years between these two mobile titles. So let's start with PUBG is a cartoon game. Well, genuinely, since I'm a CODM player, I should respectively say it's a cartoon game, and that's all for this video. Goodbye, guys. See you next time. As someone who played PUBG for more years than CODM, and I was 11 years old when I reached Ace for the first time with negative AD. Holy shit, skill issue. It's safe to say that the graphics of this game for a mobile title looks good. Look at this gameplay example. Sometimes the graphics may look a bit roughly textured when set to the lowest due to optimization of the game, but on max graphics, it looks amazing, even though my device can't even screen record it smoothly on 1080p on a YouTube. Like, dude. And when it comes to CODM's BR graphics on max, there's really not much different. And second one is, CODM has no competitive scene. Are y'all stupid? Some PUBG players believe that CODM has no competitive scene. Well, Man, can this chicken shut up? Well, us CODM players know the answer, which is yes. CODM, of course, has a competitive scene. And it's not exactly that small. PUBG players usually think that CODM has no competitive scene since the Battle Royale scene in competitive is pretty small. Oh my god, this chicken! It's pretty small compared to multiplayer. PUBG players don't really acknowledge the fact that CODM is divided into two sides: Battle Royale and multiplayer. Multiplayer is the most played mode since it represents a classic COD, Call of Duty style gameplay, and Battle Royale is for those who want a feel of Battle Royale with the Call of Duty genre. It is shown that PUBG Mobile competitive is more bigger and more heavy in cash prizes, but you know what's more bigger? But take note, one big factor is that PUBG M is a Battle Royale main focus game, and CODM is a 5v5 search and destroy or respawn focused mode, taking in the competitive scene more than the BR scene. Hence, the lesser prize pools, since it is shown in the context of shooter games. Battle Royale typically earns more in prize pools. Damn, but I earned nothing. Next is game optimization. So in terms of the people who run the game on a goddamn potato, or multiple potatoes like this guy running Doom, as someone who played on a low-end device for years, CODM generally wins a spot for the optimization. I used to play on a very potato device, which was the Vivo Y11. I switched to CODM since I was like frame dropping a lot on PUBG, and ghost touching was also hell when PUBG was adding more and more updates. Since PUBG is basically a battle royale game, mostly focused on that aspect, low-end devices would of course have to render more than CODM multiplayer mode, so that's why I made the switch to CODM, which made me the content creator I am today. Please follow or subscribe if you haven't. But on my current mid-range device, CODM runs better slightly than PUBG M. PUBG M, I'm getting a bit more frame drops than CODM, but I think it's mostly a device issue as well. Next is, which game is harder? Well, in all reality, it's not about the games, it's me. But when we're talking about which game is harder, I couldn't really compare the skill of PUBG to CODM, because PUBG is Battle Royale and it's focused on tacticality, recoil control, and long-range sprays, compared to CODM, which you need to base off map knowledge, rotations, hearing since there's no indicators in MP, and mostly aggressive gameplay depending on what mode you play. But if you compare the Battle Royale scene of COD Mobile and PUBG Mobile, of course PUBG Mobile wins in a mile. But in terms of ranking up, PUBG Mobile also wins since the classic mode of PUBG has 10 ranks, with more strict point systems than CODM. And they also added a new ranking system, which is promotion matches, which I won't explain any further apart it being like hell. But basically, you have to do a promotion match before you reach Ace, Ace Master, Ace Dominator, And then they also have a special rank, which is Conqueror, for the top 500 of the global leaderboard.
Oh damn! Was that all it took?
And let's not talk about Ultimate Royale. Lastly, which is more popular? As a mobile franchise, PUBG is more since it covers its popularity across different countries globally, but in terms of overall popularity in the genre, Call of Duty wins by a mile. CODM isn't the only focus of Call of Duty franchise, since there are a total of 24 mainline COD games, and has been around longer than I have even been born, as well as PUBG. But in conclusion, whatever game we choose, it depends on how we truly prefer in the game. PUBG's immersive battle royale focus game, as CODM focuses on multiplayer 5v5, SND, and respawn modes. So at the end of the day, we should just sit down on our phones or tablet to play the shooters we love as mobile gamers. And we shouldn't really argue about both ends since it leads to nowhere. It takes out the main focus of what mobile gaming is supposed to be. No matter what game we play, we should remember it's just a game, we love it, and that's why we chose it. Anyways, follow or like, subscribe, whatever. See y'all. It took me around 6 hours to finish this video, which is a bit tiring, especially since I'm sick currently. But yeah, a simple like, follow, or subscribe could do. Anyways, Zebra's out. Peace.